Republican candidate for governor Byron Donalds is paying an advisor previously arrested for child molestation, and Donalds himself has a criminal past.
Those are just some of the claims in a new political ad that we're putting to the test. We get the facts from West News political reporter Greg Fox.
Why is Byron Donalds hiding from us? Why does he refuse to debate other Republicans?
This ad comes to us from Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins, who claims Republican Congressman Byron Donalds is unfit to lead Florida as governor. Let's get the facts. Has Donalds refused to debate his primary opponents? True. Collins, investor James Fishback, and former Florida House Speaker Paul Renner have demanded debates. As Fox News reported July 15th, Byron Donalds brushes off GOP debate and quoted Donalds saying, "These guys are in single digits in the polls."
Is it because he paid his closest advisor over $400,000 even after he was arrested on child molestation charges?
First of all, who is this guy? He's Larry Wilcoxon, shown here in 2020 campaigning for Donalds. And this is Wilcoxon in 2022 at a rowdy Republican meeting where Donalds had to restrain him. Wilcoxon lost a state house race in 2010 and has since owned a consulting business, according to state records. Has Wilcoxon been paid by Donalds? True. The conservative Blaze Media revealed in May 2025 an itemized list of just some of Donalds' payments to Wilcoxon. On the claim that Wilcoxon was arrested on child molestation charges, let's bring up the meter again. That's also true. As reported by the Indianapolis Star, in 2006, Wilcoxon and another school teacher were accused of sexual assaults. Wilcoxon was charged with 3 counts of child molesting. But the case was later dropped, and the Donalds campaign tells us Larry Wilcoxon is not affiliated with this campaign, nor has he been at any point since it started. Now back to the ad.
Or that Donalds traded up to $5 million in stocks as a member of Congress.
Bringing up the meter, we'll call this claim misleading. First, it's not illegal for members of Congress to trade stocks. It is, however, illegal not to report it. In September 2024, Business Insider reported that Donalds violated federal law because he failed to file required transaction reports. The Donalds campaign tells us a third-party broker manages his stock portfolio, and Donalds just voted to ban stock trading while in Congress.
Or could it be his past felony arrest and dealing drugs?
Does Donalds have a criminal history? That's true. And it's something that Donalds has talked about. In 1997, he was arrested but given pretrial diversion for possession of less than 20 grams of cannabis. And in 2000, he was charged with bribery, pled no contest, and was given 2 years probation. The case was later expunged. From his campaign, Donalds has been open about making mistakes as a young man before finding God and building a life and family in Florida.
With the election next week, the attacks are likely to keep on coming, with the Republican field trailing Donalds in recent polls. With Get the Facts, I'm Greg Fox.